how do you think it feels to be Baker Mayfield, to remember the Browns and get to the postseason for the first time in 18 years in Cleveland?
And I'll be honest, there's probably not a better feeling. I mean, for Tom Brady, you kind of expect it. You got Aaron Rodgers, you kind of expect it. But, unfortunately, things haven't been great up there for a long time, and he was able to kind of right the ship and kind of get over the hump, man. So I was happy for him, happy for them. But yeah, I mean, waking up on this Monday morning, I bet they had a good night last night. I bet they had a little fun, and it's back to work. But yeah, it's a big deal for Baker and that entire team. He's played well pretty much all year, and he deserves it, man. He's played really good football.
What did Kevin Stefanski bring to that organization that the Browns had not had in so long?
Well, it just seemed like from afar, it's hard to say from here, but I think just he was in complete control. I'm speaking from my time there. There was a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and there were just so many moving parts, and so much dysfunction, I guess, if you will, and it seemed like he had complete control of everything. Especially on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, he was the one calling plays. He was kind of the ones everybody was answering to, and he was kind of the guy leading the show, and he's done a really good job. I think he's a really good play caller. Obviously, coming from Minnesota, he did some really good things up there. But yeah, I think he's got those guys bought in. They play hard. They got to shore some stuff up on defense a little bit, I think, pretty quickly. But they're a good football team, and whatever method they're using seems to be working. He's doing a good job.
When you were there, and for many years, the Haslams were looked as a problem as part of the organization, that as owners, they were in over their head, they were new to the game, they were maybe meddling too much, they were too impatient. And I was certainly one of those that said that the Haslam ownership is a real problem. Well, yesterday, Kevin Stefanski had nothing but glowing things to say about the Haslams, about how supportive they have been through this entire thing. And I wonder, do you think it's possible that owners can improve as owners, that perhaps the Haslams, specifically Jimmy Haslam, got better at owning the team versus when you were there and there was too many cooks in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it's just like anything else. I think he probably learned a little bit along the way each and every year with every, maybe bad decision he had made or, quick judgment he had made. He probably learned from it. And I always thought he was an extremely nice guy. I didn't get to know him extremely well because I wasn't there long enough, but seemed like a really nice guy and obviously very successful. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he learned along the way that, look, you got to go out and you got to hire people you trust, hire guys, especially at the top, that are going to delegate a little bit and do the things that, winning cultures and winning football teams do. And they didn't have that for a really long time. They made some head scratching hires maybe over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. And it just from the outside looking in, it was like, man, that's interesting. It's a kind of a bold move, but I think he's found the method. Whatever they're doing, like I said a minute ago, they're doing the right thing, and I think he's learning along the way. I mean, I know he was a partial owner of the Steelers, I believe, but I mean, when you're the main man, a little different deal. And so I think he's kind of learning along the way, just like everybody else.